Good afternoon. I trust you received my last fax related to our request for payment of the balance due on the peanut shipments, a total of $417,121.03.
Yes, I did.
Well, unfortunately for the both of us, title to the peanuts was transferred to a third party before you collected full payment, and our follow-up efforts to get the rest of the money have been fruitless.
I still don't see how we had any duty to collect full payment when your instructions never mentioned it. The remittance instructions required us to obtain only two things before releasing title documents to the buyer: the trust receipt and the commitment letter.
Well, that may be, but the papers you received were defective, leaving us with only an unsecured interest. Any competent bank would recognize the need to perfect a security interest prior to transferring title.
I'll admit that the Uniform Rule for Collections provides that a collecting bank shouldn't release title documents to the buyer without full payment. But your instructions specifically authorize such a transfer.
We sent those instructions assuming that you would inspect the trust receipt and commitment letter and at least notify us if something was wrong.
I'm sorry, but the whole purpose of the URC is to provide clear rules that don't depend on the ambiguities of assumptions. If we try reading into your instructions more than you specified, we'd be violating the URC.
But under Article 26 of URC 522, you should have monitored payments under the trust receipts and promptly notified us when the buyer failed to pay in full.
But again, the remittance instructions never mention anything about monitoring payments. Besides, the URC and the contract require us only to notify you in the event of dishonor. Your instructions were never dishonored.
What do you mean, never dishonored? We still have not been paid a third of what is due.
Well, that's something you need to take up with your broker. Your broker may have defaulted on the loan, but we are only concerned with the remittance instructions, and with those we are in full compliance.